Our party wanted an affordable budget for an affordable life. And on behalf of all the Canadians who can no longer afford to eat, heat, or house themselves because of Liberal inflation, we Conservatives cannot support this costly Liberal budget.
Good day, Canada. If you thought Budget Week was supposed to be a clean political showdown where the opposition fires zingers, the government fumbles, and everyone goes home with a headline, well, grab some popcorn, because this one turned into a full-blown political horror movie for Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives. Before we dive into the chaos, make sure you subscribe to Canada Newsletter and hit that notification bell, because in Canadian politics, the drama is colder than a February blizzard. But we'll keep you warm with the facts, the wit, and a bit of political mischief. All right, let's set the scene. Budget Week, the time when the opposition gets to rip the government's numbers apart, point to the deficit, and say, look at this mess. For Pierre Poilievre, who's built his entire brand on attacking Liberal spending, a $78 billion deficit should have been his golden ticket. This was supposed to be his I told you so moment, his slam dunk, his political equivalent of Shohei Ohtani getting a fastball down the middle. Instead, he whiffed so hard, the echoes still ringing in Ottawa. Because just as Poilievre was winding up for his big budget takedown, his own team started crumbling. Enter Chris D'Entremont, the Nova Scotia MP who decided to cross the floor and join the Liberals. Imagine the optics. While Poilievre is yelling about fiscal responsibility, one of his own MPs quietly packs up and says, "Actually, I think I'll sit with Mark Carney now." That's not just bad timing, that's poetic political sabotage. But wait, there's more. Just as Conservatives were trying to stop the bleeding, Alberta MP Matt Jeanroux announced his resignation. No warning. No big speech. Just, poof, gone. Like a ghost in the night. Suddenly, Budget Week wasn't about deficits or spending anymore. It was about whether the Conservative Party could hold itself together long enough to finish a press conference. Now, here's where things really get interesting. Behind the scenes, Mark Carney, yes, that Mark Carney, the man many are calling the Liberals' secret weapon, was having some rather strategic coffee chats. Sources say Carney met with both D'Entremont and Jeanroux before their big moves. Coincidence? Maybe. But if politics were curling, Carney just swept the ice perfectly for two stones to slide straight into his house. And when the news broke, the panic inside Conservative ranks was immediate. Andrew Scheer and Chris Warkentin reportedly stormed into D'Entremont's office to convince him to stay. But by 6:30 p.m., it was game over. D'Entremont confirmed he'd joined the Liberals. Cue the collective facepalms in Conservative HQ. Then came the spin. Deputy Leader Melissa Lantsman suggested D'Entremont just wanted to keep his deputy speaker title. Others called it betrayal. One longtime party member even said it was the worst personal betrayal in 30 years. That's not damage control, that's public heartbreak. By the end of the week, what should have been a triumph over the Liberals' massive deficit became an existential crisis for the Conservatives. Rumors swirled that more MPs could defect. The party looked divided, defensive, and frankly, a little dazed. So yes, Budget Week was supposed to be about numbers, but instead, it became a test of leadership, loyalty, and who can survive the next headline. Because in Canadian politics, you can plan for the budget, but you can never plan for betrayal. Thank you for watching Canada Newsletter. Stay sharp, stay curious, and see you in the next one.